Welcome to the culture. We rest at the pulse of the community, providing all things news, music, fashion, events, and everything that we talk about in between. It's a lifestyle. We are the culture. Hi, and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Jessica Garrett Motkins, and joining us this Friday is CEO of Slip and Slide Records, Ted Lucas. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, it's been a whirlwind. I've been working with your office, trying to get on your calendar. You are being pulled. You're in this news outlet, that billboard. I mean, I cannot keep up with you, whether it's you selling NFTs or you sponsoring an event. You're just blowing the world up, and we want to congratulate you because you are showing other African Americans who are in this business that there are other areas to diversify your revenue. So let's just jump right in. You've just completed Miami's NFT week. Let's start from where this whole idea birthed, and what was that moment like when you said, you know what, I've got to do this for the culture. This is what we need.
Got it. I think back. I remember when you had an interview maybe a year ago now.
Yeah.
And we was talking. I was telling you some of the things that I was working on and some things that I was doing. I attended Bitcoin 2021, and me attending Bitcoin 2021, I didn't see enough people that look like me in the space. And to have Bitcoin 2021 here in South Florida, in Overtown, which is Wynwood area, and to go in there and not see enough people that look like me and not enough local period people in the space, it bothered me. You know, I learned a lot, picked up a lot of knowledge, and learned a lot about Bitcoin and a lot of things that was happening in the tech space. But what concerned me when I left after that weekend, what was bothering me is that people that look like me are not paying attention to what's going on to our surroundings. And I went to thinking, how can I make an impact and what can I do different in my community to make sure we understand what's taking place in South Florida. 2 years ago, certain people that looked like us that was in the tech space, and I felt like it was not enough for us in the tech space, that we need to understand that founders that look like me who can't get funding, we don't have no family and friend around. So why not? They need to be have a family and friends around them. People are coming together to help them with their vision and bring it together. So that's how we created the Miami NFT Week. And I basically got partnered with some great partners to make sure that it looked like what Miami looked like in 2022. I wanted to make sure that we have all kind of different backgrounds. You can have a gentleman that was at the Miami NFT Week. He can be suited and booted, and he can be from Germany or Japan that was there, right? But then you still have a brother that walk in that looked like me, who got gold teeth in his mind, got gold chains on his neck, but he's there getting the knowledge as well. So it's a very diversified crowd that was there, and everybody got a chance to attend. And I was glad to see that. You know, you see a line, and everybody in the line don't look like each other, and everybody in the line, networking and putting things together. I decided I wanted to put this together, and we had a great turnout. I'm very happy with the direction that we're going in Miami in this tech space.
I heard it was a nice group of Black people there.
Yes, yeah, it was good. Like I said, to me, that put a smile on my face because my whole mission was to make sure that local get a chance to get exposed to this, and that showed me that we did an excellent job in the marketing. That we was able to market it to everybody, for people that come from all around the world, and for locals to feel like, hey, man, let me see what's going on. What Ted got going over here? What Ted talking about? Learn about this tech space. Learn about this NFT space. So it let me know we did a great job in marketing and promoting the event and have a great turnout. We had 5,000 people on Friday, 5,000 people on Saturday, 4,000 people on Sunday, 3-day event, and it was amazing, man. I'm really happy with it, and we're coming back next year.
Awesome. Is there anything that you're going to do different next year that you didn't do this year, or you can't, you kind of saw something, you say, you know what, next time we come back, we might switch that up a bit?
Oh yeah, we're gonna take it to a whole nother level next year. People feel like they got a chance to experience the Miami culture, but this time, I don't know. You might be swimming in the ocean coming into the NFT week. You may be walking on sand. I'm gonna figure out a way to make sure people really get a chance to experience the whole Miami culture to a whole nother level. I like to have my conference as catered to the millenniums, the new generation that's coming up, and we all feel comfortable in it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like to go to those ones that's tight and you know, everybody's sitting in a chair straight up and they can't move and you got to just pay attention. I want to be able to have something where you can really feel the culture. And I was able to, with the team and the grace of God, I was able to put together that in like 120 days. So now I got a whole year to plan and
Right.
put this together. So it's going to be a whole much better. We thought about this in January, April coming, tech month here in Miami. Let's do it. And we put down and had a great team. Everybody on the team worked amazing. I like to thank my team again. We worked 20 hours a day for 90 days straight. Everybody who was on the team, they understood what it took, and we was able to pull it off and get it done that way. Now we got more time to plan. If people really enjoyed that NFT conference, it's time to take it to another level. If you're gonna do it again, see how you can top it and take it to a whole nother level.
Right. Right. Did this play into your goal of closing the Black wealth gap? I remember you talking about that.
Yes, this definitely is takes it in that direction. People don't understand. You know, here in South Florida, we grew up. Football is number one in our community. Like everybody bank everything off football, and you know, John gonna make it to the NFL. Everybody know John good. He gonna make it to the NFL. And then next thing we got entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But it's a new space and it's a tech space. And I don't want when people in our community hear tech, they like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't understand. That's a lie. It got a lot to do with you. In the next 10 years, I said it first on here, we're gonna have flying cars here, right here in South Florida in the next 10 years. They're in the process right now talking about landing strips on buildings and things like that. This is going to affect everybody. So if you care anything about your next generation that's coming up behind you, you got to get involved in this tech space. You got to pay attention because our community got to know what's going on. You know, and if we don't get into it now, this is a part. I remember when I tell people all the time, you remember when we had those CDs came in the mail and AOL was trying to give us free online access and was trying to .com. And we was like, man, throw that CD away, man. Nobody. We here again. All right, it's changing. You know what I'm saying? That's what this whole Bitcoin, this what this whole Web3 is all about. This what the NFT space is all about. We're in the process of changing again, and you got to get in front of it instead of waiting until other people go and tell you and dictate and tell you how to get into the NFT space, because now you become to be a customer instead of a supplier. Right now, you got a chance to be a supplier in this space, and I would like for us to get in front of it, especially we living here. It's right in our backyard. It ain't like we got to get on a plane or catch a train to go somewhere.
So do you think that this is where, well, you know what, we might get into this in a second after we come back for this break, but tell me this. A parent, they're watching the show right now, and like you said, they're thinking that their child needs to be an entertainer or an athlete to be able to penetrate that wealthy place to
Correct.
provide a future for their legacy. But what you're imploring on them is that there's another way. What if they think like, well, my child is not that smart, that tech, that's not for us. What would you say to them?
That's because lack of knowledge. They just don't know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these kids are doing coding already that they don't know. Oh, that's coding, because our school system is not teaching it to them yet. You know what I'm saying? So I tell you, don't knock it until you find out more details about it. I got a nonprofit program that I just put out to Florida Memorial called TechNolij. It's right on Florida Memorial campus. Our only HBCU here in South Florida. The reason I choose to do it because we know how important our HBCUs are, and I choose to do it at Florida Memorial. I could have put it in anywhere else in the city, but I felt like, listen, we know when we hear HBCU, we know what that means. And I want people, it's called the Institute of Black Wealth. That's what we're doing out there, the Institute of Black Wealth at Florida Memorial. And I want people to get involved. I want our communities to get involved. I want to put it where we can relate. We somewhere that feels home to us. So you ain't got to go somewhere and you like got to worry about parking. You got to worry about this. No, come learn. I want people in our community. My ideal situation is to have a mom in that classroom. She might be 40 years old and her son 20 years old. And they both in there learning about Web3, and they getting the knowledge, and they both not paying for it. And then they able to come finish a 15-week course, and now they can go back into their community and educate more people and build that wealth throughout South Florida so we can understand. I feel like we're going to be the capital of capital and all the things that's going on. I want to make sure that we involved in what's happening here and that it's affecting our community, and we can see people in our community creating wealth for their families as well.
More on TechNolij and the pipeline to Florida Memorial as soon as we come right back.
Join the Homestead CRA for its very first Eats and Beats food truck party on Saturday, May 7th from 5 to 10 p.m. at Old City Hall on the corner of Campbell Drive and US 1. This free event will have a DJ, eats, drinks, live music, and surprise giveaways. The first 100 moms receive a free gift for Mother's Day. Visit homesteadeatsandbeats.eventbrite.com for more information and to register. Join us May 7th for the party.
Thank you for coming back. We're here with Ted Lucas, CEO of Slip and Slide Records. We just wrapped up our discussion about NFT Week. He promises to bring it back next year. Right now, we're delving into his nonprofit, TechNolij. And how do you spell it again?
TECH, capital NOLIJ, TechNolij.
Yes, yes. Now, this is supposed to be a pipeline for getting into technology for both minorities and women alike. Where did you come up with that idea? Is this an extension? Was this an original thought prior to NFT, or
Yeah, after, like I said, after experiencing Bitcoin and finding out what's going on, I felt that there was a wealth gap going on, and then we was in serious trouble here. If we didn't do something fast, like we seen it a year ago, I've seen the housing market going up. I seen that was coming, and I was like, hold up, we got to do something fast here. And one way to bridge this gap, you can have a kid that's in high school that's making more money than his parents going to work every day. We got a kid that's in college that ain't only getting that one side of getting to college and only walking away from college being in debt. I want you to walk away from college and having more money than your mom and dad ever imagined right now in college, because there's opportunities out here that young people who don't have to wait until they graduate from college to start making revenue. You can continue to go to college, getting your education, but you can be in the tech space and you can be making some great money that you can turn this thing around. We're the new generation. Before, young kids had to go to their parents and find out information. Now, parents have to go to their kids and ask these questions and ask stuff and get to learn stuff. You never in your life thought that you would experience or see nothing like this, but that's where we at right now. We're at a place where our kids can teach parents, because things that swift changed around and went into another direction. Do you agree with me on that?
I do. My son is 13, and his ability to edit video is so fast.
Yeah. See, we got to go and learn it. They walking into it. We got to go back and get in line. How can you do this? How you do that? It's just natural to them because they are built different in the way that they're going about doing it. So I think that has changed, and I think we're getting to the point where, a parent had to send their kids money in college. I think now kids will be able to send money back home to their parents if we expose them to everything and get them that opportunity. That's what technology is here to do. We want to be able to expose them to things, and I'm not waiting to them before they graduate. I want to get into the high schools. I remember growing up in high school, you had the Army, the Navy, Marines sitting in the lobby. Well, why not tech companies sitting in the lobby of these high schools and providing these opportunities to kids? Don't wait until you graduate and you're in the 12th grade trying to figure out what you want to do. No, we need to be in your chest in the 9th grade, right in front of you, exposing you to things like different Web3 programs, NFTs. You don't have to wait. You can make money while you're in high school doing this. And even down to some athletes. I'm in a partnership with, for me, everything comes back to sports and entertainment. Those are the things I love vested in. And I want to get these athletes to start making money now. The name and lights, the right coming about for these athletes can make money. They don't have to wait till they get to the pros. I'm going to expose some of these kids to something and let them be able to make money that they never even imagined. Think about it. A kid in college sending money back home to his parents because he's blessed with that talent.
Right. NILDs, NFT, Bitcoin. Yes. You're doing it all. Ted, this summer, are you still going to do this summer camp when we code?
Yes. So this summer, we just partnered with Coinbase to do a summer program at Florida Memorial. That's going to be around Web3. We just finalizing the deal now. It's going to be free to the community. They're going to be able to come out to Florida Memorial, sign up with TechNolij, and learn Web3 with our partners, Coinbase and Crypto Tutors.
How many students are able to participate? What are their ages, qualifications? How do they find out more?
Good. You can go to my website, technology.org, and you're going to be able to get information on this shortly as we finalize everything now and get ready for the summer program. Each course, I think, is 30 kids in the first semester, in the first course of the summer, and then 30 in the second. But it's all based on how we get the response that we're looking for. If we get more, we're gonna put more programs in throughout the summer and get these kids ready. Because the quicker we can educate and show kids these opportunities, the quicker we can fix this wealth gap that's happening here in South Florida.
Mm-hmm. And now, I saw you a few weeks ago. You crowned Trick Daddy. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful chain. I'm going, well, dang, I wish I was there. What happened? What made you do that?
You know, for me, a lot of people don't like to give Trick his credit, and he made a big impact in the South here, not just in Miami, not just in Florida. As you look what he was able to do throughout the late '90s and the early 2000s, a lot of rappers sound like Trick, and a lot of them know that they impact and the way that they deliver music. Trick had that kind of impact on them. For him to be able to put out a record 25 years ago and still be relevant today, still on concerts, and for him to be able to have his own restaurant, now he got his own cooking show. I'm just proud to see a brother that I know that by the grace of God, us coming together, and he's still here and not incarcerated. People don't understand. Trick went to prison at the age of 16. So he did 5 years in prison at the age of 16. What's the chance of somebody that go to prison at 16 that they don't go back to prison and they don't continue to get caught up in the system? And I look at him as like a lot of young entertainers coming up behind him. I just wanted to bless him, man, and tell him thank you for making Slip and Slide a household name, because he definitely took the brand and made people. I wasn't rapping. I wasn't putting these lyrics into a song. He was the one that was doing it. And that was just a sign of appreciation, and just putting that Slip and Slide chain around his neck and just tell him thank you for what you did to make Slip and Slide a household name. But the turnout was amazing. I mean, you had 5,000 people at the change their nights and pack. You couldn't even sell another ticket. For him, he didn't want to cry in front of me, but I had teared up a little bit just to see the love that came out for him from people from, I was walking, I'm from Jacksonville. I drove down to come to this trip. I'm from West Palm. I'm like, boy, people from Florida drove down to come support TWD. So I felt good, man. It was a great feeling, man. Some of the people, he said, Trick loved the kids. Some of those kids was in the crowd that loved the kids 20 years ago. Now they in the crowd right now today celebrating with him still. So that was a great feeling.
Yeah, that was nice. Very, very nice. Now, Slip and Slide. Yes. What's next? What do you all have on the horizon?
Oh, man. So listen, you know, I got some nice new artists that's coming through the pipeline. Got some offers on the table for some new artists. You know, you tell me if 25 years later, I'm still helping young artists get record deals and being able to help their family generation wealth. That's truly a blessing. So got some new artists, one by the name of Tight, that's Tyte. A lot of labels calling right now. Early this morning, I had a call, another label that's trying to sign them. So we just marketing and promoting these young, talented people that's based here in Florida. He's from Tallahassee, Florida. So that just show you how we definitely ain't just a Miami-based company. And we've given people that I want to be able to help artists that's talented from Florida to continue to do that pipeline. If we was able to help Trick Daddy, Trina, Rick Ross, Plows to be able to provide for their family, why not this new generation give them opportunity to do the same thing? And just signed a kid out of Pensacola called Baby J that he's doing very well right now. And he's on tour for the summer. Got Tanir, she got a new single coming out right now. She's on a reality show. So we got that going with her. And no, you can't forget Mike Smith, man. You know, he been holding it down for the longest and doing great things. And he just did a freestyle that everybody's going crazy about. It just went viral. I'm just happy for him to be able to provide for his family. I met this kid a couple of years ago, man, and ready to see him to be able to buy a home and take care of his family and provide for his family. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, when I found out that he was from down south, I was like, Mike, oh my gosh, you from down south? I'm from down south. What's up?
That's right.
He had a great show. The show that I went, wonderful stage performance. I mean, he's gonna just continue to just break barriers. I mean,
thank you.
Not just being a virtual phenom with this, because he just did a freestyle and everybody is just sharing it. But it's watch out, put your seatbelt on for Mike Smith. Yeah,
big man light on them feet now. He moved. People don't understand. He get it down now. He definitely can dance. He can move, and he entertained the crowd. People don't understand. I love to see his performance as well. So that's a good part of him. Excellent
showmanship. It's wonderful. I enjoyed that. I look forward to seeing all of the stuff that you have going on with Slip and Slide, TechNolij, and NFT. Of course, we're here at The Culture. If you need any help from us, You have us hands down. We're 10 toes down. Is that how the kids say it? 10
That's
toes?
how they say it.
Yeah. So for all of you, thank you for joining us. We'll bring Ted back as soon as he has more news for us. And if you want to, come back and join us tonight at 6 o'clock right here on Video Mix TV, streaming live on YouTube Live as well as Facebook Live for another edition of My 2 Cents. It starts at 6 o'clock. Come back for all of the shenanigans. Thank you for watching.
The Culture is produced and owned by the Culture Media Group and cannot be reproduced or broadcast without